What is up, Copy Squad? I am coming to you live from my car in Delray Beach, Florida. So a bunch of people have been asking me about what's my research process, basically. Like, how do you research a promo? Inside that box, there are only like a handful of items. Thousands and thousands of pages of copy. Okay? You see what I do? Is I print out all these promos, and then I start to translate, basically, what the writer was trying to communicate. And then I break it down. I'd have like a legal pad, and on the legal pad I would write out what each section of the copy was and what they were trying to communicate. So let's start from like the macro level. I have a product and a promo I need to write and a product I need to sell. So what I would do is I would select like 3 to 5 of, usually 5 of like the best performing promos on the market that I'm aware of that sell something similar. Okay, and I would print them out, right? And then I'd end up with like a folder like this. You see this? These are all individual promos, okay? I would mark it up with pen the whole way through the promo and figure out exactly how this promo functioned, all right? I call this translating the copy, okay? Because I believe that copywriting is a professional language, okay? It's not just a skill. It is actually a language that we speak that goes straight to the core of our readers' emotions, okay? And if you're interested in learning more about that, I am writing an entire book on the topic that, especially about this process here, where I go into massive depth. First, translate about 5 promos, 5 pieces of copy that are doing what I would like to do. These are all front-end products, generally selling a book in this particular folder here. Front-end products, selling a book, and they're heavily bullet driven. That's what I wanted to do, right? So look, we got this We Snuck Through promo, 18 little known tax loopholes. I wanted to write a secrets promo with a bunch of bullets. So you can't tell it's bullets. Here we go, here's some bullets. Then I'd get a legal pad and I'd write down the sections and try to dissect what I was just telling you about. So what I've found through a long time of doing this process. Now, this is not a process I learned from Agora. This is a process that I kind of developed on my own, because it's one thing to tell me step 1, write this, step 2, write that. How do we get through like saying something and communicate something that actually triggers emotional response? And that's something I really wanted to dive deep into. Like, what about these words in this particular order triggers that emotional response that gets people to click and buy, right? That's where the whole idea of like translating copy kind of came from, is I started to try to decipher everything that these people were writing. I'd read and mark up 5 pieces of copy. As far as translating, because it does take a lot of time, right? I would generally only do my favorite 3. I would translate 3, and man, I would go into depth, man. I would fill several pages to do one promo where I'm just writing on a line, like, this is what they said, this is what they're trying to get over, this is very bulleted driven form, like when I was translating this stuff. And then of those 3, I generally would pick 1, and that guy I'm going to emulate, right? I am going to, that's like either the top performer or the one that most closely resembles what it is I'm already trying to do. And let me give you a little tip right here. This is something someone taught me. I don't remember when or where. I don't even know if it was a copywriter that told me this. But the tip is imitate, then innovate. And I was new, right, when I was developing this strategy. So I was not someone to innovate. Like, it was not my role. It's not my job, not my position. I was not a thought leader. I was a new dude trying to figure my way out. And so I was going to imitate. That doesn't mean steal. Don't ever steal anyone's words, copy. You can imitate their idea. You can imitate their process. You can imitate their structure. And that's what I would do. Like, okay, what about these words were they triggering in this section? And then I would try to trigger the same thing. I wouldn't take the words, because we're not selling the same product. I wouldn't take the words because I don't have the same angle. My guru isn't their guru. My product isn't their product. So to copy their words, it would be incongruent. It wouldn't make sense, right? I would instead try to figure out, what emotion are they striking? How are they striking it? And all I'm going to do is I'm going to strike that emotion, and I can use my product, its unique elements of this product, could strike that same emotion if I position it this way, all right? That sounds like a lot, right? But that is what I call translating the language of copywriting. Because once you translate it, you don't have to do a lot. Like, you know exactly what you're looking for. You just have to fill in the blanks. So, what are you translating, and what are you looking for? The main things that I have found through doing this for thousands and thousands of pages of copy, right? It took me a long time to figure out how to translate this, and I found these patterns that are very ubiquitous. They're in like every single promo I've ever checked out. They need to prove a couple things. 4 things mostly. All right, I'm going to drill this into your head. It's got to be new. It's got to be safe. It's got to be easy. It's got to be big. All right? So I found that in every single one of these guys. Like, okay, what emotion are they trying to do? It's not what they say, right? What do they communicate in this line, in this particular section? How do they communicate it, you know? What elements are they leaving as a mystery or an intrigue piece, you know? And then eventually, through reverse engineering all this junk over like thousands and thousands of pages, hours and hours and hours, like I've probably put thousands of hours into just sitting there reading and marking up copy, right? Those are the patterns that I started to recognize. I just need to prove that the thing that I'm trying to get them interested in is new, it's safe, it's easy, and then it's big. So step 1, find 5 pieces. That's what everyone wants, right? They want step 1, step 2, step 3. I need to get better about that. Step 1, grab 5 pieces of copy that you think are performing very well, that are selling something similar to you. Go to your 5 competitors. Or take one competitor and look at 5 of their best ads, something like that, right? Okay, so do that. You need to read them all. You need to mark them up, okay? Of those 5, take your favorite 3. You need to translate them. You can take like a legal pad. This is what I did. I did a legal pad, and I'd kind of figure out, okay, what are they trying to communicate here? Like, I see what they're saying, but what emotion are they trying to trigger? What persuasive sort of thing are they trying to manipulate here? And then I write that out. Okay, and I try to figure out how many of these things they hit, how often, how frequently. This is for the best 3. Then I would take my favorite 1. With all this knowledge in my head, I know that for system promos, they always hammer that it's super easy and that anyone can do it. Anytime you're selling a system, a step-by-step solution, it needs to be super easy and anyone can do it. Generally, it's fast, right? And it's got to be breakthrough and new. So all these things, the 4 things are pretty much... I can't single anyone out and say you can get away with not using it. You kind of got to use all 4. But yeah, I definitely see that ease is one of the most hammered things in a system promo, because I have sat and read so many system promos. When I started my YouTube channel and I was doing like a video like once a week or sometimes even every day, I was breaking down system promos specifically because I knew I wanted to write a system promo. So you'll see me, I practice what I preach. If you go to my YouTube channel, that's exactly what I'm doing. I was breaking down system promos because I wanted to write a system promo. So I just wanted to say that the chef eats his own cooking. I am practicing exactly what I preach. I shifted gears, I dropped the system promo, and that is really the truth of it. It is all about pattern finding and research. Copy is not complicated. I really just imitate. I do the research. Like, there's the old expression, I think it was Abe Lincoln, if I had 5 hours to chop down a tree, I'd spend 4 sharpening the axe. That's what I do, man. Thanks so much for watching today, guys. I do hope that this was helpful. Smash like, anything like that. I appreciate all the love, guys. Thanks so much. All right, peace out, Copy Squad.